Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about the transit Black Moon Lilith Sextile or Trine one's natal ascendant. Now, this transit may manifest in the higher level of the BML placement, powerful enemies, prominent people in your life may be in harmony with the physical body, the appearance, the vitality. I'm going to elaborate and expound on that. It's not that formidable enemies are literally in harmony with the physical body, but you may have, the physical strength, the energy, to be able to deal, with issues that may be connected with very powerful enemies at this time, to do activities with people that play, a provocative role in your life, uh, in any negative energy that could be associated with the transit of the BML. Well, first thing I want to get at is that the Black Moon Lilith, the transit, of course, it doesn't supplant or replace your natal placement. That placement, the natal placement of your BML is with you for the entirety and duration of your life. Now, when you have this transit, making a positive aspect to the natal ascendant, it can, you have effects, from it during the time of the transit, but it doesn't supplant or replace your natal placement. And some of you, may wonder, well, what's the difference between this transit and the conjunction transit? Well, the sextile and trine and conjunction aspects, they are comparable, but they are not precisely or exactly the same. The sextile and trine aspects are auspicious and flowing aspects. When you have this transit, you're looking at a good relationship between the transit of the BML and your natal ascendant. But when you have the conjunctions are neutral aspects. They could have good and bad qualities in them. And if you have, say, a conjunction aspect can be very integrating, intensifying, amalgamating. It's a very strong concentration of energy of those two astrological energies. Now, when you have the transit BML, for example, making a conjunction to the natal ascendant, in some cases it may manifest in actual, could be some physical trauma that you may be dealing with in connection with the sign that the BML and the ascendant may be in. If the transit BML is in the zodiac sign Cancer, it can be trauma that is connected with the chest, the breast, the ribs, the stomach. But in another example, it can also have manifest in a positive way when you have this transit, because it can be about having a lot of physical energy and vitality to do things with people that played a prominent role in your life, or doing or embracing the higher level of the placement. So again, neutral conjunctions are neutral aspects, but the sextile and trine is more flowing, and it's just generally positive. Now, anyway, another thing about this transit as well is that people again that may have played a provocative role in your life may be more in harmony with how your appearance at this time. The natal ascendant is in Gemini and might be a very youthful type appearance. Gemini rising can often be slender. If the ascendant say is in another sign, say in Aquarius, it could be an unusual type of look, maybe a non-conforming look. How Aquarius may appear to others, how they may dress, as an example. Um, and the thing about this is, now another way this transit can be expressed as well is that the people attaining the higher level of the BML placement. It could be something that you have more physically, have a vitality to do. It can be that people that were prominent in your early childhood and a grandparent may be able to assist you in these matters. Now, the transit at the time I'm making this video, transit Black Moon Lilith is in the zodiac sign Cancer. So, many people collectively, they may be dealing with situations with their family. It might be contentious, even acrimonious. Many people may be feeling, that they're ostracized from their family, or they're getting some negative energy from home and family related matters. Maybe there's something about, their ancestry that people are uncovering, that is not, exactly positive. It can be, a time where you have, more, I guess you could say that energy of dealing with there are people that were prominent in your early, you could say the early, childhood, grandparent, may be beneficial in you dealing with this, at this time, or if you're dealing, with something, nefarious in connection, with the Black Moon Lilith, these people can be beneficial in helping you in these matters. And remember, the transit, the Black Moon Lilith can be connected with obsession and fixation. But when you have, this transit making a harmonious aspect to Natal Ascendant, it could be having a strong passion and desire for doing things for the physical body, for new beginnings. It could be matters connected, with self-interest. If you have, your natal ascendant in Taurus, like me as an example, those things with self-interest, they could be connected with geology. It might simply be making money. It might be, doing, something with stocks and bonds, or carpet laying, something, anything that could be connected with Taurus. It could be, maybe starting some business, as a pawnbroker, as some examples. And it can be a time as well, when you have this transit, again, it can be, having that passion and desire to start new things, to do things that you, for yourself, at this point in time. And people that may play, that prominent role in your life may be, happier, might be more in agreement, with those qualities you naturally project, which is the ascendant. If you have, your ascendant in Leo, it could be qualities that are very dignified, proud, loyal, generous, confident, self-assured. It's a time as well, when this transit, does take place. It's also about, you could be doing, again, just very positive and auspicious for dealing, for starting new things at this time, but without being overly obsessed with it, having, maybe a strong passion and desire to do so, but not to a point, where you're overly, obsessed with it. And, the Black Moon Lilith is also connected with very strong erotic expression. So this is a time where you may be able, to project this if you are, involved, in an intimate relationship with somebody. This is a time where that could be very flowing and be able to do so easily, and have the energy and vitality in order to be doing it at this time, more so than you ordinarily would. Now, another thing, another way this transit may be expressed, it could be very positive for a really intense passion and desire, which is the Black Moon Lilith, again, for new beginnings, which is the ascendant. Let's say, for example, if the natal ascendant is in the zodiac sign Cancer, those new beginnings may be connected with like a laundry business, or something with plumbing, history, cooking, culinary work, home caregiving as some examples. And the people that play a provocative role in your life, which is the Black Moon Lilith, may be more in harmony and agreement with those qualities you naturally express, which is the ascendant. If the ascendant is in Libra, as an example, those qualities you naturally express could be charming qualities, being very diplomatic, persuasive, tactful, refined, as some examples. Hold on a moment, people. Sorry about that, I'm back, but anyway. Now, also, too, the attempts to embrace the higher level of the Black Moon Lilith placement may be assisted, again, by a grandparent or people that were prominent in your early childhood, which is the Ascendant. Now, if the Black Moon Lilith is in Leo, as an example, it could be, matters, could be doing something with creativity, entertainment. It could be doing something such as mentoring a child, as some other examples, something with acting or party events planning. Now, also, too, another way this transit may be expressed, it could be that void, which is the Black Moon Lilith in your life. It's something that you may have more of that vitality, that energy, which is the Ascendant, to work on. Let's say if that, the transit, Black Moon Lilith is in Scorpio, as an example. That void you feel you may have might be connected with support or shared resources. Maybe it's ability to be resilient, bouncing back from adversity, resourcefulness, as some examples. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.